Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots will be coming to Green Bay this preseason. Matt Schneidman reported that the Packers will host the Patriots for joint practices in 2023. So, why are we doing joint practices? There's a little bit more control in the fact that you're able to mitigate some injuries. Some, veteran players typically won't play in those preseason games following a joint practice. On top of that, you're getting additional looks of, concepts that you're game planning, maybe not game planning, but that you're working on against a defense that your coordinator isn't calling. So you're getting things outside of your organization's philosophy. I think another interesting point is, Bill Belichick is one of the most respected coaches in football. They do things a little bit different, the Patriot way, as they say. Him coming to town and Matt LaFleur and his staff getting to take a look at how the Patriots do things. They've run a successful organization for so long. There's bound to be something that Matt LaFleur and his coaching staff can take away from their counterparts on New England's sideline. So those are some benefits of that. Green Bay didn't always do joint practices. It wasn't much of a thing until Matt LaFleur came around, and he is huge on joint practices. Mostly I think the fact that he can get those looks without the veterans risking injury, because as we saw with Jordy Nelson, and I believe that was 17, maybe it was 16, you can lose a guy that is an integral part to your team in the preseason on just, for instance, a non-contact thing. Or, there's countless other examples of guys who have gone down in the preseason for injuries. So if you can mitigate against that with joint practices, I say I'm for it. I think another great thing is, Jordan Love getting to see something other than, the Packers defense and what Joe Barry's calling. I think that'll be a benefit throughout the week. I don't know if that means that he won't play a la Rodgers when we had joint practices. Granted, Rodgers didn't really play in the preseason anyway. I expect Jordan Love to play a significant amount this preseason, but we'll see if that week is maybe a different story based on the exposure he gets throughout the week with joint practices. In other news, Adam Schefter tweeted that the schedule release is going to be sometime around the 11th of May. So, they were kind of waiting on Aaron Rodgers to the Jets to kind of settle down and Lamar Jackson to figure out what that situation was before they wanted to announce the schedule, kind of lock in those primetime games once they know where some of their superstars are. So now that that's taken care of, we should expect the schedule in about a week, and we'll see who we have what weeks and where those critical junctures are in the season, as well as, obviously where's our bye. Having a strategically placed bye can really benefit you throughout the season. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video that has that schedule release when it goes live. So thanks for coming by, and we'll see you next time.